First of all, thank you, Professor Lakshmi, for giving us this opportunity to work on this because last week has been so much adventurous for us from learning perspective for sure. Uh, and so I hope my screen is visible and I'm audible.
Yes, loud and clear. We can see the
Oh,
screen.
okay. So, so I'm presenting. I'm in group 8 where I'm there, and Atul Gaur and Pankaj Verma was also there. Uh, so, we selected the use cases of pronunciation assessment and speech to text and other than that actually Atul and Pankaj, they both work individually and they were able to run this speech to text and pronunciation assessment separately successfully. So what I did actually, after completing that, I also worked on this creating the chatbot. So that chatbot was also created using the Azure API services and that got deployed. And other than that, also work on this extracting text from images. So these four, not only one, but four use cases maybe we can showcase. And before starting that, I would like to start from connecting the dots. So I would, if you all remember, you recall the first lecture and the second lecture that were done by Professor Attali and Professor Lakshmi, where we were told, in the Harvard that case study, it was told us like we all were aware of this AI technology long time back, around 1950s, right? But we were not able to explore the potential in much better way because the cloud was not there or bigger handling of data, that infrastructure was not there. So that's how in last 5 to 6 years, it has. More people are coming to explore the potential use cases of AI because we have the availabilities of running big data and having owning the big cloud infra to run our machine language models. So that is the reason we are running our all the use cases on Azure AI. Not only Azure AI, it is one of the only vendor for providing us the cloud infra. We can run our machine learning only any use cases on AWS as well, on Google as well. Only for Meta, I believe, maybe because they have not created any portal, you'll have to directly connect to the Python and the engine. So that is the reason. We have been exploring all the cloud portal, and we have selected the Azure because it is a kind of simple way. So first, that is the reason why we have to create the subscription. We have to take the subscription in Azure AI portal. So when we create the subscription here, so there are two ways. Either we can create through the personal ID or we can create through the our organizational ID. So if you can see here the screen of the Azure portal, these are the subscription that these are the API resource group that I created. But before that, from subscription perspective, if I log in through the personal email ID, so if you see all these services, there are some open AI services as well. Those I will not be able to access because I have logged in through the personal ID. If you want special access for open AI services, then maybe you will have to access through that organizational ID, and you will have to fill a form where they will provide you the access after seeing your eligibility. So that's the only thing I just wanted to let you all know because many people thought like I am not able to run the services from the personal email ID. So that access is restricted for Azure accessing the Azure Open AI services only from the organizational ID. So this is from the subscription perspective. Now, if I'll come to all services, here you see, all the services you can explore here, any kind of cloud computing services you want to explore that you can do here. We were more focused on AI and machine learning. So from AI and machine learning perspective as well, I'll go to next slide. So we understood the usage of cloud portal. So we started using the AI Studio. This AI Studio was actually earlier known as a cognitive service. So there are three ways. One, cognitive service, where in the cognitive service we have explored all the pre-built models are there with respect to speech, vision, and text. So we need not to explore anything. Going beyond that, whatever has already been done. But still, if we feel we have to create something extra, not only by utilizing the speech and vision as something extra that is not been covered in the pre-model, where then only we may have to explore this Azure machine learning model, where you will be given chance to create your own model. So here, if you come to Azure machine learning mode, creating the Azure machine learning model. So here, if you will see, I mean, what all the learning that we have done, everything will come over here. So from creating, if I'll go to next, here you will be able to see what kind of task type you want to do. So time series forecasting, regression, natural language processing, computer vision, everything you will be able to select here. And after that, what all the models we have run everywhere. So those all option will automatically come over here, and you will be able to create your own custom model. So that what we haven't done because we wanted to utilize the pre-built model. So
Yep.
that is the reason we had gone through the cognitive services.
Prashant, I'll just add one point.
Yeah, yeah,
Folks, I would request all of you to pay more attention to this one because this particular service area is going to be more useful for all of you. Remember the fundamental difference between our AI machine learning model development, the techniques that you have learned so far, that is writing lines of code in Python and then statistics application and everything to come up with a model development, training and development and everything. All those things can be avoided and you can be a citizen data scientist by using this particular machine learning studio. Upload the data set, play around with the pre-built models, and then get the solutions. And you can even quickly choose which one is giving you better result and accordingly
correct.
choose the model. So such kind of flexibilities are available here. This concept is what we were calling it as citizen data scientist. So when I talk about citizen data scientist, each one of you, whatever you have done, everything comes under that. But machine learning is the core thing, right? Today we are calling AI era to be called as the golden era because machine learning is the one which is driving all the service areas. So if you pick up this particular service consciously, most of the applications that you want to develop in your enterprise level, usually it is structured data. You can bring those structured data here, as Prashant is explaining, and you can use the pre-built models to develop solutions. So kindly pay attention, understand how he is doing it, and importantly, try it out, please. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have, as I told, in the machine learning, we can create our custom model, but we wanted to explore already pre-built model that were created for speech and vision. So that is the reason we selected the cognitive service, which is now as known as an Azure AI Studio. So why the name was changed? It is only because of branding. So when they wanted two more branding, so that is the reason this cognitive service were changed to AI Studio. When we will go to Azure AI Studio, for sure we'll have to take some infra. It means we'll have to create we'll have to create the resource group. Once the resource group is created, we have taken the infra, then we will be able to explore the API and deploy over there. So here, one more thing I would like to let you all know. I mean, if you want to create the speech service, definitely we will create the speech service by going over here in this. Either you can just search here speech, then you will go to speech service. Okay, you will be able to creating your resource group, and then you can directly go to your speech studio where you can select what all the kind of services that you want to create. So all the services that are being offered by the Azure AI as a pre-built model, you will be able to see over here. So here, as we selected the pronunciation assessment with the speech to text, that's what we selected. Other than that, if you want to explore the vision, so that also you will get here. But here, if you see, one is already there, computer vision, another one is custom vision. So if you will go to computer vision, so there also you will be able to see all the services that are offered by the Azure pre-built model. But if you want to create your own, instead of going to Vision Studio, you want to create your own vision solution. That's why the option is given here, custom vision. So whenever you see any custom related label over here, it means you want to create your own custom services and model, right? So this is with respect to speech vision. But one more service I would like to let you all know. If suppose you have any use cases where you want to use speech also, you want to use vision also, all the combination you want to use, and you want to get it done only through the one resource group and one key only. So there, this multi-services, API you can use. So that's what we have also done. Azure AI Services multi-services account, where only using this resource group, only one key and one API, we were able to run speech also, we were able to run vision use case also. So that's how it has helped. So for one using creating only one account also, you will be able to run any kind of cognitive predefined services. So this is with respect to, understanding of the subscription need, getting the key, and speech studio I already told. And now computer vision also I told, where I'll come to the demo and then I'll let you know the importance of key, reason, and endpoint. Uh, this multi-reg also, I have covered up all-in-one service. If you want to create covering up all the cognitive service, that also you can create. Machine learning model, when you want to create your own custom model, what all the learning that we have done, either linear regression, logistic regression, decision tree, anything that you want to implement, there you can use this machine learning workspace, and there you can create your own custom model. All the option where there will come, and how you will connect to data, that also you will get the option. So from getting the data, that anyhow that we all know, we can explore the KLAG or open source, wherever the data defined as there, that we can explore. Now I'll show you the demo that I told you for speaking this speech assessment. So here, if you see, already predefined this text were there. Here, if I will run, you will be able to listen it.
Here, I think you have to share with audio, I believe. Is it saying something? Sorry.
Okay, so most important thing here, if you see, the predefined text is there, which is getting converted to this kind of text, where you can see highlighted colors over there, mispronunciation, insertion, omission, and that's how the score has come. So what does it mean? It means somehow this speech is getting converted to text first, then it is being analyzed, and that's how we are getting the score. So the similar thing has happened over here in our code also. So this here also, if you see, all the code is already given here. If you want to use the Python code, you just take this Python code, then go to collab. That's what we did. In the collab, we just copy pasted this code. We wanted to have one audio file, so I have taken this sample one dot web file. Okay, and then if I will execute this code, you will be able to see the same pronunciation score and everything over here in the down. One second. Okay, so it is showing, here if you see, a speech SDK, it is not able to take, because that package is not there. It means I'll have to install this utils package and a speech package. How I will do, it is very also simple. Pip install utils, you run this, util code will, the package will get downloaded over there. The similar way, the dependency over there on the cognitive speech service. Okay, so that also you will need to run, so that those dependency will get downloaded. And after that, if you will run the program, it should be able to showcase the output. So here also, for running the code, as you know, in the collab, it connected to virtual machine, which is already there in the cloud. And instead of working so hard to get the infra to run any code, we are able to utilize that in a pretty easier way. So now I have run this code here. If you see down there on my file, sample1.web audio file, it has given me accuracy score, everything that we are able to see over here in this dashboard, in this speech studio. Here, if you go to top here, accuracy score, fluency score, completeness score, prosody score, everything has come there in this Python code. Okay, so as I told, because here the text was getting converted to other text. This is, sorry, speech was getting converted to other text, through which it was able to give you the score level, pronunciation score level. So in addition to that, actually, directly using that code, we also created one more code, which was actually extracting the text from speech. So this speech is getting actually passed as an input, where we have given this reference text. In this reference text, following this, only this pronunciation score and every all other scores are coming. So that is how this speech recognition code has worked. So two use cases I can say from that PPT that we wanted to showcase, that we have covered up. Other than that, also for creating the chat playground, it is not a much tougher task, because if you will go over here in this Azure AI Studio also, um, so here, if you will explore the Azure AI Studio, there you will get the chance to get this playground. When you click on the playground, there you will get the option of selecting the chat. Okay. So now when you will select the chat, Here you will have to create your own deployment, but here you can add your data. So after adding your data, so the data that you have got either from CalAg or those text file that you have already created, those data that you can add from here, and then you can create the chat. So I've already shared that chat video earlier on the WhatsApp also. So that I would like to play over here. Here, if you see the custom text file that I have given for e-commerce platform text file, where product information is already there, price information is already there, those all things were mentioned there. So if I will ask that question here to showcase the price of that particular product, which is there already in the data that I have already uploaded, those all data will come over here. Okay. So that's how you can also create, and it is very easy. I mean, also, for creating the bot, uh, any other custom engine if you want to use, that also you can select over there. That pre-defined custom engines will be showcased here there. Like if you want to use the Llama of Facebook engine, you want to use OpenAI chatbot, you want to use any other engine, that also option will come over there. If you will select the OpenAI chatbot, maybe it will show you some prices over there on the basis of token usage, so that you can accept and just explore that, because after that you are going to delete all the resource group. So I don't feel like the much cost will come over there for you. And the free credits that has been given by the Microsoft, that also you will be able to utilize that. So this is the simple chatbot. You are able to see what all the this information that is coming, that is directly coming from the data file that I have already exploded over there. Okay. And other than that, one more way to test your API. That is that wherever the your custom this API services has been created, you will be able to see. In which region that has been created. If it has been created in East US, okay. So directly you just search in Google East US Dev Console of Cognitive Microsoft. You will be able to get this testing console. Dashboard, where what you can do, directly you can type in your services, and you will be able to test that. So I'll showcase that also here. If you see, this is the test console environment. Okay. So when I wanted to test my Vision API, where I wanted to extract the text from this nutrition fact image, right? So I know the URL for this. I want to test my API service. So what I will do here, when I will open this console, here you will see the all the option on the left hand side, right? Read OCR. So here also for the read and OCR, the only difference I would like to showcase here. You will be thinking why I did not use the OCR. So OCR is for extracting the text from very simple context, but read can understand the text or extract the text from complex images as well. So that is the reason I have used the read. Before read, I wanted to push that image data over there. So I'm sorry, for before getting the result, I wanted to push the data over here. So read is actually kind of post method, which will post my this image. I have given that in the request body. It will post that over in our resource group.
Yeah.
After which I will be able to get
Prashant,
the given result.
you
One
need to go a
question.
bit slow for everyone to pick it up. You are like Vande Bharat. Our P
Okay,
plus
okay.
is
Sorry, sorry.
waiting for a
I
passenger
was at
train in the platform.
I was only at the last portion only. I was just showcasing one more way to test the API. Here you can just
Sure.
explore the dev console. You will just Google it from your reason and that cognitive Microsoft services. You will get this dashboard where
Got it.
if you want like this PM this API services for multi-purpose services I wanted to test.
We'll
So
take a
that I will.
pause, Prashant. Just 1 second. Garima has a question. Yeah, Garima.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I just had on the OCR and read. So on the optical character recognition. So are there any specific file format? Because you said it is read is for more complex file reads, right? So
Yeah.
is there a definition like or any kind of file formats that are supported, or how is it like? Just
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
that is
understand.
already given in this. If you'll go to uh, this are Microsoft Learning
Documentation.
Edition.
this platform. There also they had given it clearly. If you will search, so there only they have given all those example and clearly mention over there. If you want to use the extract the text from the simple, not only here, but maybe in Azure AI Studio also, if you'll go. There they
I'm
might
putting
have
it in the
given.
chat
I had
here
read
for
that.
that.
Yeah. I'll park that.
So
But I'll
Garima,
show you. I'll share you that link
this
also.
gives you better accuracy. If you read, if you use read, it gives better accuracy with the same. Both are using OCR only. Okay.
Hmm.
But for
Hmm.
anything handwritten and stuff, what we generally call it as intelligent character recognition, which is
Okay.
trained on a huge volume of data, and pricing may be slightly higher compared to the OCR point. If
So,
something is a printed one, characters are clear, then OCR is better. If
hmm.
something is handwritten, like a doctor's prescription, like
Hmm.
that, which is going to be tough for the machine to be read, more training data, more complex model has to be used. So obviously,
Hmm.
that's why they are going to use read, which is slightly highly priced. If you check the
Yeah.
pricing factor also, you may understand the difference
Hmm.
for the same.
Got it. But yeah, it clears that handwritten or something more thing is read.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
no problem.
And in continuation to Garima's question, like how did you handle the language? I think the default is English, right? Did you use
Yeah.
any speech recognizer?
So here, if you will go, I mean, any language change that you can do. I mean, see, if you type French language is coming to select to extract the text, right? If you will select that code that is predefined, short Unicode, that the way we like, if you want to select Hindi, so maybe some other code will be there. So that also you can search and maybe you can get in Google. So I know for English it will always accept EN, or in the documentation of also Microsoft, if you'll go to read API, there all the languages code they had given. So whatever language you want to select for extracting the text, that you can mention over here for testing the API.
Sir, a follow-up question on the licensing and a little bit on the pricing. So as much I knew that we can use the Azure, the AI services, the AI ML services, but the underlying infra would be costed. But are you also saying that not all services are free? You may have to incur extra cost for certain services?
Garima, there is nothing free on cloud, honestly speaking. Okay, at the end of the day, everything that you're using, be it storage, computational, or networking, anything that you're using on cloud is going to be charged. This is
Okay.
where
Yeah.
people have this perception that, okay, there are a lot of hidden cost. If you notice anyone who migrates to cloud, they have the
Hmm.
strong perception that, oh, I'm not able to understand, there is a hidden cost associated. This is where the role of the Azure admin or database admin or cloud admin, the role that comes into picture. The
Hmm.
job of the cloud admin is to check all the resources that the team has taken, the enterprise has taken, and ensure that only the right resources are being utilized across.
Okay.
So Garima, here AI services are also charged, underlying infra is also charged. Just that when you're taking something as a software as a service, like here API as a service you're taking, which is nothing but you're just invoking and getting the response. Here
Hmm.
they are taking. I mean, it's all packaged as one thing. That is, when you're taking an API per transaction, they are charging you something. That per transaction includes the cost for AI model, underlying infra, everything put together. But if you're storing everything on cloud, storage cost directly comes there.
Yeah.
On top of it, you build a model, then the AI cost comes there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Prashant,
just at
maybe,
last.
yeah, please go ahead.
Just last maybe 2 minutes only. So here I have posted that image. You see, I mean, this image was there. If I'll hitting the get read result, so here also you can say the JSON format is coming where all the text is extracted. So this is also one of the simple way to test your API service. So I mean, that's all, Professor. I mean, I covered up most of the thing which will be helpful for everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
You covered everything. You are the real IT wing of this class. What is your surname? You reminded
Thank
me of
you.
Amit Malviya. So good. So Prashant, actually, I wanted to cover chat. You have covered it. So what I'm going to do now is maybe when we come back, we'll discuss about conversational AI after the break.